fight. So it's gonna be all out war. I'm excited for it.
Hey, Errol, stylistically, why do you see this fight turning out to be a one-sided match?
Stylistically, oh no, he's definitely gonna try to fight. If you know Terence Crawford mentality, he's definitely gonna try to fight. He's definitely gonna put on a great show and do the best of his ability. If you know his mentality, but I just feel like I'm just a superior fighter. I feel like I'm gonna break him physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Everything. I'm just gonna break his will.
You told him years ago that you're too light in the ass. Now, some years later, he's grown into it. Is he still too light in the ass?
Man, everybody too light in the ass for me. So.
Tell me what this might be.
Tell me the main question I feel like for you and in this fight versus him is his counter punching. Yeah. What's the best you could give me on how you're gonna get through that and win the fight despite his counter punching?
Man, everybody got counter punching. I mean, Danny Garcia the best counter puncher in the world. I mean, he got highlight reel knockout counter punching ability, especially with his left foot, and I cancel that out, so I'm not too much worried about it. I got a long amateur pro pedigree where, I fought a lot of guys who was great counter punchers, so that never stopped me before.
You think Danny's better counter puncher than Terence?
I think he was.
When you fought him?
I think Terence is just faster than him and quicker than him, but I think Danny is definitely a great counter puncher.
If you two were superheroes, who would you be? Who would Crawford be?
Superhero? Man, I'd probably be like
footwork.
Probably like a Goku or something. yeah, I'd probably be like a Goku, and he'd probably be like a Majin Buu or something.
You had a question?
Batman. Or something.
Tell me what this fight means for your legacy, not only being for Undisputed, but also being against Crawford.
This fight for my legacy, I mean, this is a legacy-defining fight. I feel like just us fight each other, and if this fight didn't happen, I mean, it probably been a dent on our legacy. So I feel like us just making this fight happen, it's already great for our legacy. I feel like this fight will go down as one of the best fights in a legacy fight, and one of those top wars where you see people showing highlights of Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and showing them old school highlights. I feel like those one of these fights where this fight be talked about 20, 30 years from now, just like how I was a kid in the amateur watching old school fights. I feel like the next two generations, whatever, gonna go back and watch Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Like, man, this is my favorite fight. Just go back and watch those fights, and people gonna be comparing fighters 10, 15, 20 years ago, just like how I'm comparing Ray Leonard 40-some years ago. The same thing's gonna happen with us. People still gonna compare Errol Spence and Terence Crawford to the next two generations.
Errol, move down a little bit. With the addition of Anthony Joshua and Ryan Garcia in your gym, how has that impacted your motivation, your newfound energy, just being around champions and some of the stars of the sport? Has that elevated your game as well too?
No, it's great. Those guys, good dudes. Anthony Joshua, good dudes, but I'm motivated by my family, my kids, and myself. So nobody can amp my motivation. I got here by my motivation alone. So.
Ellie, hold on one second. We're going to move down a little bit.
What's up, BJ? Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, powered by Stagefront VIP, with certified stepper, Errol Spence Jr. What's going on, champ? How you doing?
Not much. Big stepper.
We are here. You look behind you, man. It's almost surreal to see Spence and Crawford's name Saturday, July 29. You guys stayed down, man, and made the fight happen for the fans. What does that say about both of you?
It says a lot. I believe I stayed down more because, I was the guy, he left negotiation and fought Venetian, whatever guy name is. He fought that guy. So, I wait around for him. But, I feel like for us to drop our egos and our pride and get on FaceTime, talk to each other, and, try to make this fight happen, that means a lot. That means he really wanted to fight and I really wanted to fight. When two fighters can drop everything and talk to each other and be like, man, how can we make this happen? And I feel like that's a good feeling. We bring it back. I feel like the top guys fighting each other.
When we start talking about the history of the welterweight division, all the names come to mind. You got the Leonard, the Hearns, the Duran, the Mayweather, the Pacquiao. I mean, there's so many amazing names. You guys are getting ready to step hand in hand together into history. What does that feel like for you?
That feels great. You know, I feel like, you know, this is one of these fights that people are going to be talking about. Like, just like I'm talking about Ray Leonard and Hearns, that's something that happened 40-some years ago and 30-some years ago, talking about these fights. I feel like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, it's going to be somebody on the podium talking about, man, I remember when Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fought each other, or this fight just like a Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. So, you know, I feel like this for this fight is going to set up. It's going to set up people from, you know, different 10, 20 years from now talking about how they want to have an action-packed fight or they want to have a great fight like Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So it's great.
Champ, a lot has been made about everything that you've been through physically, mentally. Just to set the record straight, how is Errol Spence Jr. mentally and physically and spiritually at this time right now heading into the biggest bout of your career?
Oh, I feel good, man. You know, that's what's up. You asked me that, but you know, I feel good. You know, you have your ups and you have your downs. You know, things like roller coaster. But as far as my life right now, man, I feel good. I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed to be here. And you know, you got to take things for what they are and keep striving and keep going and keep moving forward. So I'm feeling good, man. Got a happy family, got a happy life. You know, I'm able to take care of them. I'm still blessed to be able to do the things that I love, like box. You know, and that could be taken away from me at any point. So, you know, I'm just taking everything with gratitude and taking everything with respect and knowing that, you know, anything can end at a drop of a dime. So, you know, I got to take things how it is and how they come.
Does that mindset come from the time that you were kind of convalesced, injured, just away from the sport, out on the ranch with the horses?
Definitely. You know, that definitely give me peace of mind, but it definitely come from, you know, just after my car crash and things happening and eye surgery and stuff like that, just knowing that, because when you're young, you think you're indestructible, you know. And I was at a point where I thought I was indestructible, and I feel like, you know, basically, you know, higher power God, you know, broke me down and, you know, basically knocking on my door and telling me, you know, warning comes before destruction. And, you know, I was going the way of, you know, destruction, doing things that I wouldn't usually do, you know. So I feel like he brought me back and just made me, hey, man, you need to have more gratitude and more respect and respect for what you do, because this is how you take care of your family. This is how you feed your village. So, you know what I'm saying, respect it like that. And, you know, it basically turned me around and got me focused, got me on point. And I heed the warning. And, you know, I'm back on my path, so I just got to stay focused, stay dedicated, and stay hungry.
When we start talking about knocking on the door, you knocked on Sean Porter's door, took the belt. Before that, you knocked on Kell Brook's door, took the belt. Lastly, you knocked on Ugas's door and took the belt. You're knocking on Terence Crawford's door. What happens when Terence opens that door up?
Ah, man, I ain't knocking nobody's door. I kick that shit down. Kick the Ugas shit down, Danny shit down, Sean's down, and now I'm finna kick Terence Crawford's down. So I ain't knocking on nobody's door, get them no warning. I'm just kicking it straight in.
Hey, Champ, Eric Robinson here. I want to know what pace are you going to come out at? Is it going to be an all-out war? Are you coming out throwing bombs, or are you going to fill him out? Because I know both of you guys are power fighters.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fans, you know, we want that Terence Hagler type thing. But just let me know how you're going to get down.
You know, I'm not a reckless fighter. I don't go in there reckless. You know, Terence don't go in there reckless. So I'm not going to go out my character and try to prove something or just go too crazy and get caught, because I want to be uncharacteristic and I want to put on a show for everybody. You know, for me, it's about staying focused and staying on point and making sure I do the right things so I can come out with the victory. But, you know, for me, I feel like our mentalities are, once we warm up to each other and somebody get caught with a good shot or somebody get hit, you know, we both gonna think, oh, we got to get that back. So, and that's gonna turn into a real fight, especially when we start trading and things. So, it's gonna be a great fight, but I can't tell you how, if I'm gonna come out going crazy, which I doubt I will, and I don't think he's gonna come out going crazy either.
EJ, it's been said that you guys are two of the most stubborn guys in the division, two of the most stubborn guys in boxing, definitely you and Terence Crawford. How do you take the will of such a stubborn fighter like Terence Crawford on fight night?
I'm just gonna break them. That's how I take the wheel. I gotta, like you said, I'm super stubborn, and you know, the body can only take so much. You know, the mind can only take so much too. So, you know, he really got to show his not even his greatness. He got to show his legendary status come fight night, because, you know, I'm in the breaking business. I'm gonna break you physically and mentally. So, we'll see if he can take it.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.